the play of five elements. This is all it takes to make a throbbing, full-fledged human being. Maybe your desire is individual, maybe it is universal, but whether you want to realize the full potential of this human mechanism or merge with the larger cosmic mechanism, you need a certain measure of mastery over these five elements. Without this, you know neither the pleasure of being an individual nor the bliss of uniting with the cosmic. Whether your physical body is a stepping stone or a hurdle on your path to well-being essentially depends on how you are able to manage these five. If they do not cooperate with each other, nothing significant ever happens to you. But with their cooperation, your life from the basic to the highest aspects suddenly becomes a tremendous possibility. The body is like a doorway. If you're always facing closed doors, then for you a door means a deterrent. If doors are always opening for you, then for you door means a possibility. They say how long a minute is essentially depends on which side of the bathroom door you are. Those inside say, just a minute, I'm coming. That 1 minute for the person outside is an eternity. Every spiritual practice in the world is related in some way with organizing these five elements. The most fundamental practice in the yogic system is bhuta shuddhi, the cleansing of the elements in the physical system, so that they work in harmony. All yogic practices are essentially derived from the cleansing of these elements. The basis of individual existence is actually memory, which penetrates deep into these five elements. Cleansing the elements of the compulsive tendencies that percolate into the individual as a result of mental, genetic, evolutionary and karmic memory helps bring a sense of absolute harmony between the individual and the cosmos. We will look at the role of memory at greater length in a later chapter. When you achieve a level of expertise in your yogic practice, you approach what is called as bhuta siddhi, a mastery over the elements. With this mastery, life opens up its bounty to you. Health, well-being, clarity, enlightenment, none of these can be denied to you anymore. So whether you experience life as a great possibility or a great barrier simply depends on the extent to which these five elements cooperate with you. Freedom and bondage, both are determined by these five elements. The very existence that traps you also sustains you. This is the paradox of life process. Love and hate, freedom and entrapment, life and death are all encapsulated in each other. If they were separate, there would be no problem. You could deal with them. The problem is they are inextricable. If you try to avoid life, you only end up avoiding death. In ancient India, there were courtesans who were masters in the art of seduction. They wore an elaborate jewelry that seemed impossible to remove. The whole body was covered in ornaments. If you had to take them off one by one, it would take a long time. The man fired up by lust would want to undress this woman, but it was in vain. She would go on encouraging with more intoxicants, a little more, and a little more. As his vision grew blurry, his task grew even more difficult, and eventually he would fall fast asleep, snoring. But there was just one pin. All it took was to pull this one pin, and everything would fall down. That trick only she knew. Life is a bit like that. It is a complex web, but there is one simple pin, and that is your identity. The play of five elements is highly evolved and complicated, but the key to freedom is your limited persona. If you pull the plug, it just falls apart, and you are free. If you know how to pull yourself out, life's complexity collapses and everything settles. The simplicity of perfect alignment with existence is suddenly yours. Sadhana. The simplest thing that you can do to change the health and fundamental structure of your body is to treat the 5 elements with devotion and respect.